Hi, this is Brian with Honey Lake Bee Company, and today I'm going to show you our new queen cage holder. Our queen cage holder is made from plastic. It's a injected molded plastic, and it's designed to hold all four of the different style cages: your JZ, BZ, your California Mini, your three-hole wooden one, and the other three-hole wooden that's a little bit thicker, if you can see that, and then also your roller cage. So what I'm going to do is show you how it works and a few tips and tricks. For the JZ-BZ, it's pretty simple. You just need to push it in from the one side, and you can have the opening down or a little bit higher. And we recommend it to be a little bit higher. And then you can just hang it with all of the cages, you just hang them right onto the frame. But we'll cover that a little bit more in a second. I'll first show you how they all fit into the holder. Your California Mini slides right in like that. I did it wrong. You want to have the opening to the other side, so be sure you have your opening. Even if you do it wrong, the queen can still get out usually, but we recommend to make sure it's nice and clear that the opening's on that side. And then one little tip on the California Mini is if you just take the screen and just bend it up a little bit, you see that? That way it won't slide out. Keeps it nice and secure right in there. Okay. Your standard three-hole cage fits into the holder. You can either put the screen up or screen down. And again, you want to look for what end is plugged, and the plugged end will go where the stop is. So we recommend you put the screen down. That way, if you're feeding sugar water or something could drip onto the queen, it won't drip onto her. If this is a snug fit, don't be afraid to kind of work it around. But once you get it on there, all the way in, straighten out the holder. It's held nice and firm. And then the larger wooden cage and your roller cages. In order for those to work, you do need to clip or cut the holders, and there'll be a little notch there. And you can still use it for all the other holders, but because this one's just a little bit fatter, again, you want to look for which end is plugged, put the plugged end in where the stop is, and if you just kind of work it in there, it holds it nice and secure. And then lastly, your roller cages. Typically you don't see the queens arrive in a roller cage, but if you want to do a brood break or something like that, again, you will need to clip and cut the cage holder with some scissors, and then you can slip it right in there like that, and it'll hold it nice and secure. Now I'll show you when you put the holders into the hive, and if you're doing it on foundation, you'll have no trouble putting two frames of foundation together. Stick them right together, and it fits just nice and firm, nice and tight. You don't have to remove any frames. If you are doing it on drawn comb, and I'll show you that, you might have to remove a frame. It all depends on how tight you want to push the holder into the comb. These are nice and thick drawn combs, so it's a little bit more of a gap. You might be able to get 10 frames back in there, but most likely it'll be 9 frames. One of the nice things about this holder is the cages are held nice and firm. When you have it in there, you can see where the cage is because the top plastic piece. You can put a label on there telling, like a sticker, that the date, or you can write on there the date that you put it in, or things like that. So that's how you install them in the cages. I'll show you one other little quick thing. Is a queen bank. If you do any queen banking, typically you have a frame that's open so that the bees can gather on the queens. And what's nice about this is you don't have to pull the frame out all the way to remove a queen. You can simply just grab one from the top. You can mark them with a sticker. Or write a date on it if it's Italian or midnight or Buckfast or something like that, or a Russian queen. That way you can kind of keep track. It'll hold all the different style cages. You can get anywhere from about 20 to 30 queens on here. You can load it up on one side, and then you can turn it around and you can also load it up on the back side. So you can hang them crisscross so that you get twice as many queens on this. It's a great way to bank queens. And what I did to make this is just a regular frame. This is a top bar. I just cut off the end pieces, and this is a bottom bar. So it just kind of keeps the cages from flopping around too much. And that's about it. So that's the queen cage holder. You can go to queencageholder.com and you can see more information, some descriptions about it, and then there's some links in there to order it. If you have any other questions, just drop us a line, send us an email. Thanks for watching. This is Brian with Honey Lake Bee Company.